Most people assume liver damage only happens to heavy drinkers, but here's a shocking truth. 1 in 3 adults has some degree of fatty liver disease without realizing it. Your liver is your body's silent workhorse, processing a liter of blood every minute, detoxifying harmful substances, converting food into energy, and even supporting your immune system. Yet unlike other organs, your liver can't scream in pain when something's wrong. Early damage often goes undetected because conventional medicine relies on standard blood tests that only show abnormalities after significant damage has already occurred. Many patients with normal liver enzyme levels later discover they have advanced fibrosis or fatty liver disease through specialized testing. The scary part? Your liver disguises its distress signals as common, everyday issues. That persistent fatigue you blame on stress? Those random 3 a.m. wake-ups? That stubborn belly fat that won't budge? These could all be your liver's subtle cries for help. Ancient Chinese medicine actually links waking between 1 to 3 a.m. to liver distress, while modern research connects unexplained weight gain around the midsection to impaired liver function. Other overlooked signs include inexplicable skin itching, especially on palms and feet, a faint nail polish-like odor on your breath, caused by liver dysfunction, and sudden new food sensitivities. What makes this especially dangerous is that liver disease is often a silent progression. By the time obvious symptoms like jaundice or severe pain appear, significant damage may have already occurred. The good news? Your liver has remarkable regenerative abilities, if you recognize the early warnings and take action. Simple lifestyle changes like reducing processed foods, supporting detox pathways, and targeted supplementation can make a dramatic difference when implemented early. The first step is awareness. While conventional medicine waits until lab results are abnormal, functional medicine looks for these subtle early signs. If you're experiencing multiple symptoms like unexplained fatigue, waking at odd hours, new food intolerances, or stubborn weight gain, especially around your abdomen, it may be time to look deeper than standard blood work. Advanced testing like a fibroscan or specialized liver panels can detect issues long before traditional methods. Your liver works tirelessly for you. Learning to recognize its silent cries for help could be one of the most important health lessons you ever learn. The truth is, in our modern world of processed foods, environmental toxins, and chronic stress, our livers are working harder than ever. Yet we rarely give this vital organ the attention it deserves until serious problems develop. By understanding these hidden warning signs and taking proactive steps, you could prevent years of health complications down the road. After all, when your liver thrives, your entire body benefits, from your energy levels to your immune function to your overall vitality. The question isn't whether your liver is important, it's whether you're listening to what yours is trying to tell you. Your liver is one of the most resilient organs in your body, capable of regenerating itself even after significant damage. But this remarkable ability comes with a dangerous downside. Your liver can be silently deteriorating for years before showing obvious symptoms. While most people associate liver problems with yellow skin or abdominal pain, the truth is that your liver sends much subtler distress signals first. These 7 strange signs could mean your liver is struggling right now, and if you ignore them, you might miss your chance to reverse the damage before it's too late. 1. That random itch you can't scratch away. If you've ever experienced an unexplained itch, especially on your palms or the soles of your feet, your liver might be crying for help. This happens because a congested liver can't properly process bile, a digestive fluid produced to break down fats. When bile flow slows down, bile salts accumulate in the bloodstream and deposit under the skin, triggering relentless itching. Unlike allergic reactions or dry skin, this itch doesn't respond to moisturizers or antihistamines. Worse, scratching doesn't bring relief, because the problem isn't on the surface, it's deep within your liver. Did you know? Studies show that up to 70% of people with liver disease experience chronic itching, often before any other symptoms appear. If your itching worsens at night or after eating fatty foods, it's a major red flag for liver dysfunction. 2. Your breath smells like nail polish remover. Bad breath is usually blamed on poor dental hygiene, but if your mouth has a strange chemical-like odor, similar to acetone or rotten fruit, your liver could be the real culprit. This condition, called Phaeter hepaticus, occurs when your liver fails to filter out toxins like dimethyl sulfide. These compounds build up in your blood and get exhaled through your lungs, giving your breath a distinct, sickly sweet smell. Unlike typical bad breath, No amount of brushing, flossing, or mouthwash can mask it, because the odor isn't coming from your mouth, it's coming from your poisoned bloodstream. Did you know? Fater hepaticus is most common in late-stage liver disease, but even mild liver dysfunction can cause subtle changes in breath odor. People frequently offer you mints or step back when you talk. It might not be garlic. It could be your liver. 3. You wake up at 3 a.m. every night. Here's why. If you constantly find yourself wide awake between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., your liver might be struggling. Traditional Chinese medicine calls this the liver hour, a time when your liver is most active in detoxification. If it's overloaded with toxins, it can trigger a stress response that jolts you awake. Modern science supports this. A sluggish liver disrupts blood sugar regulation, often causing nighttime hypoglycemia, low blood sugar, which wakes you up in a panic. Did you know? People with fatty liver disease are 3x more likely to suffer from insomnia than those with healthy livers. If you wake up drenched in sweat at this time, your liver could be working overtime to detoxify. 4. Your eyes are turning yellow, and it's not just sleep deprivation. Yellowing of the eyes, or skin, is one of the most well-known liver symptoms, but most people don't realize it starts subtly. Before full-blown jaundice sets in, you might notice a faint yellow tint in the whites of your eyes, especially in natural sunlight. This happens when your liver can't process bilirubin, a waste product from broken-down red blood cells. As bilirubin builds up, it leaks into your tissues, turning them yellow. Did you know? Early jaundice is often mistaken for tired eyes or allergies. If the corners of your eyes look slightly yellow in photos, get your liver checked. 5. That stubborn belly fat isn't just aging. If you're eating clean and exercising but still can't lose that spare tire around your waist, your liver could be sabotaging you. A fatty liver disrupts metabolism, causing your body to store fat specifically in the abdominal area. Unlike subcutaneous fat, the pinchable kind, this visceral fat wraps around your organs and releases inflammatory chemicals that worsen liver damage. A vicious cycle. Did you know? 90% of people with a beer belly actually have some degree of fatty liver disease, even if they don't drink. If your waist measures more than half your height, your liver is likely struggling. 6. Your pee looks like a dark energy drink. Healthy urine should be pale yellow. If yours is consistently dark brown or orange, it could mean bilirubin is spilling into your urine because your liver isn't filtering it properly. Many people mistake this for dehydration, but if drinking more water doesn't lighten the color, your liver is likely the issue. Did you know? Dark urine is often the first sign of hepatitis, before jaundice or pain appear. If your urine foams excessively, it could indicate liver-related protein leakage. 7. You keep getting allergies out of nowhere. If you've suddenly developed new food sensitivities, rashes, or histamine reactions, your congested liver might be to blame. A healthy liver helps break down histamine, a compound involved in allergic responses. When your liver is sluggish, histamine builds up, causing random hives, flushing, or even panic attacks after meals. Did you know? 80% of mystery allergies improve once liver function is restored. If antihistamines stop working, the problem isn't your allergies, it's your liver. These signs are your liver's way of begging for help. Ignore them and the damage could become irreversible. The good news? The liver is the only organ that can fully regenerate if given the right support. In the next chapter, we'll reveal exactly how to detoxify and heal your liver before it's too late. Did you know? 80% of liver disease cases are preventable with early intervention. Just 30 days of liver support can reverse early fatty liver damage. If you've noticed even 2 of these signs, your liver needs attention now. Stay tuned, where we'll expose the hidden toxins destroying your liver daily, and exactly how to fight back. Most people assume their annual blood work would catch liver problems, but the terrifying truth is that conventional medicine routinely misses early liver damage until it becomes severe. The standard liver function tests doctors rely on, ALT and AST, often remain completely normal even when significant liver dysfunction is developing. These enzymes only elevate after about 60 to 70% of liver tissue is already damaged, meaning you could be walking around with a struggling liver for years without any warning from routine blood tests. This dangerous gap in early detection explains why so many people are shocked to suddenly learn they have advanced fatty liver disease or fibrosis despite normal blood work. The reality is that your liver sends distress signals long before lab tests show abnormalities. which is why understanding the subtle warning signs and knowing which advanced tests to request could literally save your life. While mainstream medicine waits for obvious lab abnormalities, there are several simple at-home checks that can reveal liver stress long before blood tests do. One of the most telling is examining your tongue first thing in the morning. A thick white or yellow coating, especially toward the back, often indicates liver congestion and impaired detoxification. Another revealing test is pressing firmly under your right rib cage where your liver sits. Tenderness or discomfort in this area suggests inflammation even if blood tests appear normal. You can also assess your liver's fluid processing ability through the skin pinch test. If the skin on the back of your hand takes more than 2 seconds to flatten after being pinched, it may signal impaired liver function affecting tissue elasticity. These simple self-checks, combined with paying attention to symptoms like unexplained itching, 3 a.m. wake-ups, or new food sensitivities, can provide crucial early warnings that standard medicine misses. If you're experiencing multiple symptoms or positive at-home checks, there are 3 advanced tests that can detect liver problems much earlier than standard panels. The first is GGT, gamma-glutamyl-transferase, an enzyme that rises when the liver is under stress from toxins or inflammation, often years before ALT and AST become abnormal. Ideal levels should be below 20 U/L, though many labs consider up to 60 U/L normal. The second crucial test is a liver ultrasound with elastography, FibroScan, which can visualize fat accumulation and early scarring that blood tests can't detect. Finally, a comprehensive bilirubin test that breaks down direct and indirect fractions can reveal processing problems even when total bilirubin appears normal. Most doctors don't routinely order these tests unless liver disease is already suspected, which is why being informed and advocating for yourself is so important. The consequences of missed early liver dysfunction can be devastating. Fatty liver disease, which affects an estimated 25 to 30% of adults globally, is completely reversible in its early stages but can progress silently to cirrhosis if undetected. Many patients only learn they have liver problems when they develop obvious symptoms like jaundice or abdominal swelling, by which point significant damage has already occurred. This is why recognizing the early warning signs and insisting on proper testing is so critical. If you have multiple risk factors like insulin resistance, excess abdominal weight, or regular alcohol consumption, along with suspicious symptoms, don't let normal basic blood tests reassure you into complacency. The good news is that the liver has remarkable regenerative capacity when supported early. Simple dietary changes like increasing cruciferous vegetables, beets, and high-quality proteins while eliminating processed foods and alcohol can make a dramatic difference. Targeted supplements like milk thistle, NAC, and alpha-lipoic acid may help support detoxification pathways. Perhaps most importantly, addressing insulin resistance through intermittent fasting or low-carb diets can reverse fatty liver disease in many cases. The key is catching the problem early enough, before permanent scarring develops, which requires looking beyond standard lab tests and paying attention to your body's subtle warning signals. Modern lifestyles have created a perfect storm for liver stress. Our organs are bombarded with more toxins than ever before while being deprived of the nutrients needed for proper detoxification. Environmental chemicals, processed foods, alcohol, and medications all place unprecedented demands on our livers. Yet despite this, liver health remains an afterthought in conventional medicine until serious problems develop. By learning to recognize the early signs of liver distress and understanding the limitations of standard testing, you can take proactive steps to protect and heal this vital organ before irreversible damage occurs. Your liver works tirelessly to keep you healthy. Learning to listen to its subtle cries for help may be one of the most important health investments you ever make. The path to better liver health starts with awareness. If you've been experiencing unexplained symptoms or have risk factors for liver disease, don't wait for abnormal blood tests to take action. Request the advanced tests that can detect problems early, make the lifestyle changes that support liver function, and monitor those subtle signs that conventional medicine often overlooks. Remember, by the time standard tests show a problem, significant damage may have already occurred. Your liver's ability to keep you healthy depends on your ability to recognize when it needs help long before the lab results reflect the danger. We'll explore exactly how to cleanse, repair, and protect your liver using scientifically backed strategies that can reverse early damage and prevent future problems. The power to change your liver health. and by extension your overall well-being, is in your hands. The question is, will you act before it's too late? If your liver has been silently struggling, the good news is that this remarkably resilient organ can begin repairing itself in as little as 72 hours when given the right support. The secret lies in working with your body's natural detoxification rhythms while flooding your system with liver-loving nutrients. This simple yet powerful 3-day plan is designed to flush out accumulated toxins, reduce inflammation, and kickstart your liver's innate healing abilities, all without drastic cleanses or expensive supplements. The protocol follows your body's circadian rhythm, with specific interventions timed to when your liver is most receptive to support, making it far more effective than random detox efforts. Your liver rescue begins each morning with what I call the morning liver flush. A simple but potent combination of warm lemon water and high-quality olive oil. Upon waking, squeeze half an organic lemon into a cup of warm water and stir in 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. While this might sound surprisingly simple, the science behind it is profound. The warm water stimulates digestion and bile flow. The lemon provides liver-cleansing citric acid and vitamin C, while the olive oil triggers the gallbladder to release stored bile, effectively unclogging your liver's filtration system. This morning ritual helps dissolve and flush out toxins that accumulated overnight while providing the raw materials your liver needs to produce fresh, clean bile for the day ahead. Many people report feeling noticeably lighter and more energetic within days of starting this practice, with improved digestion and reduced bloating being common early benefits. At 3 p.m. each day, when energy typically dips and your liver begins its secondary detoxification phase, you'll drink what I've termed the 3 p.m. toxin killer, a medicinal-grade dandelion root tea. Unlike ordinary teas, properly prepared dandelion root tea acts as a powerful but gentle liver cleanser. To make it, simmer 1 tablespoon of dried organic dandelion root in 2 cups of water for 15 minutes, then strain. Dandelion contains potent compounds called tiraxicins that stimulate bile production up to 400% above normal levels, essentially giving your liver a deep internal shower. This bitter herb also provides prebiotic fibers that feed beneficial gut bacteria, crucial since gut health directly impacts liver function. The timing is intentional. Mid-afternoon is when your liver begins processing the day's accumulated toxins, making this the perfect moment to enhance its natural cleansing capacity. Your evening routine features the bedtime liver repair, a castor oil pack applied to your right abdominal area where your liver resides. This ancient healing technique involves soaking a flannel cloth in cold-pressed castor oil, placing it over your liver area, covering it with plastic wrap, and applying a heating pad for 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. The warmth helps the oil's ricinoleic acid penetrate deep into liver tissues, reducing inflammation and improving circulation to damaged areas. This therapy is particularly effective because it's done at night when your liver's regeneration processes are most active. Many users report waking up with noticeably less abdominal bloating and improved mental clarity after just 1 or 2 applications. While implementing these 3 daily interventions, you'll also want to avoid what I call the 3 liver enemies worse than alcohol. Substances that silently sabotage liver health. First is soybean oil and other industrial seed oils, which contain inflammatory omega-6 fats that get stored in liver cells and promote fatty liver disease. Second is acetaminophen, Tylenol, which depletes glutathione, your liver's master antioxidant, and is the leading cause of acute liver failure in developed countries. Third are artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose, which alter gut bacteria in ways that increase liver fat accumulation and insulin resistance. Eliminating these 3 offenders for just 3 days can significantly reduce your liver's toxic burden and allow the rescue protocol to work more effectively. The beauty of this plan lies in its simplicity and synergy. The morning flush clears out overnight toxins, the afternoon tea enhances daytime detoxification, and the evening pack supports nighttime repair, creating a complete 24-hour support system for your liver. Unlike extreme cleanses that can leave you feeling weak and miserable, this gentle approach works with your body's natural rhythms to promote healing without causing stress or nutrient depletion. Many participants report feeling lighter, more energetic. Sarah's story began like so many others. A 42-year-old mother of 2 who assumed her constant fatigue, mysterious 3 a.m. wake-ups, and stubborn belly fat were just inevitable parts of aging. When she mentioned these symptoms to her doctor during a routine checkup, she was told her blood work looked fine and given a prescription for sleep aids. But Sarah knew something deeper was wrong. Her skin had developed an inexplicable itch no cream could soothe, her eyes carried a faint yellowish tint in certain lights, and she felt increasingly sensitive to foods she'd eaten her whole life. After months of worsening symptoms, Sarah took matters into her own hands and discovered the shocking truth. Her liver enzymes, while technically within normal range, were creeping upward. Her ultrasound revealed significant fatty infiltration, and her GGT levels, a marker most doctors don't routinely check, were 3 times the optimal level. The diagnosis nobody had mentioned? Early-stage non-alcoholic fatty liver disease that was progressing toward fibrosis. What happened next defied conventional medical expectations. Instead of accepting this as an irreversible decline, Sarah implemented the exact 3-day liver rescue plan outlined in the previous chapter. But she didn't stop there. She committed to a full 30-day liver renewal protocol, adapting the morning flush, afternoon tea, and evening castor oil packs into a sustainable daily routine while completely eliminating the 3 liver enemies, soybean oil, acetaminophen, and artificial sweeteners, from her life. The changes weren't always easy. The first few days of dandelion tea left her with intense detox headaches, and giving up her daily diet soda habit triggered strong cravings. But within just 1 week, Sarah noticed her 3 a.m. wake-ups had disappeared, replaced by the deepest sleep she'd experienced in years. By day 14, the maddening itch that had plagued her for months began to fade, and her eyes looked noticeably brighter. The most shocking transformation came at her follow-up blood test. In just 30 days, her ALT levels had dropped by 60%, her GGT normalized, and her ultrasound showed significant reduction in liver fat. Her doctor, initially skeptical of her natural approach, admitted the results were medically remarkable. Sarah's story illuminates a crucial truth about liver health that conventional medicine often overlooks. The difference between liver failure and liver revival comes down to timing and intervention. The human liver possesses an almost miraculous ability to regenerate. Studies show that even when up to 75% of liver mass is lost, the remaining tissue can regrow to its original size within months if given proper support. But this regenerative capacity has an expiration date. Once scar tissue, cirrhosis, develops, the damage becomes largely irreversible. This is why Sarah's story is so powerfully instructive. She caught her liver's distress signals during that critical window when change was still possible, and her results prove what's achievable when you act decisively during this golden period of opportunity. The tragic reality is that millions of people are walking around right now with Sarah's early symptoms, being told they're fine, because their standard liver tests haven't yet crossed arbitrary laboratory thresholds. Meanwhile, their livers are screaming for help through increasingly urgent signs: unexplained weight gain around the midsection, sudden chemical sensitivities, persistent right side rib cage discomfort, and that telltale 1 to 3 a.m. insomnia cycle. These people stand at a crossroads. Continue ignoring these warnings until their liver damage becomes severe and irreversible, or follow Sarah's example and take radical responsibility for their liver health during this precious window of opportunity. Your liver doesn't care about laboratory reference ranges. It cares about being heard and supported. Sarah's success wasn't about extreme measures or expensive protocols. It was about consistently applying simple, scientifically grounded interventions at the right times of day to maximize her liver's natural detoxification and repair cycles. Her morning lemon olive oil flush worked with her body's circadian rhythm to enhance bile production when it was most needed. Her afternoon dandelion tea capitalized on the liver's secondary detoxification window. Her evening castor oil packs leveraged the liver's peak regeneration phase during sleep. This strategic timing transformed ordinary ingredients into extraordinary healing tools, proof that when you work with your body's innate wisdom rather than against it, profound healing becomes possible. Now comes the most important question. Will your story mirror Sarah's inspiring turnaround, or become another cautionary tale of missed opportunities? The difference between these two outcomes hinges entirely on what you do in the coming days. Your liver is communicating with you right now, through your energy levels, your sleep quality, your digestion, and countless other subtle signs. And how you respond will determine whether this vital organ becomes your greatest health asset or your biggest medical crisis. The time for passive hope is over. The era of intentional action must begin. If you're ready to follow in Sarah's footsteps, if you're tired of being told you're fine when you know something isn't right, your journey starts today. Comment liver help below, and I'll immediately send you my free 30-day liver revival guide, complete with meal plans, supplement recommendations, and daily protocols to help your liver heal as dramatically as Sarah's did. This isn't just another generic detox PDF. It's your personalized roadmap based on the exact strategies that produced verifiable, medically confirmed results. But you must act now, because every day you wait is another day your liver struggles under an unnecessary burden. Your liver has waited long enough for help. Today is the day you finally answer its call.